gonna pivot on this.
Nice.
You're good. You're gonna drop. You're gonna drop. You're good.
Big backward. Nice. Go slow. Get out of the parents.
Yeah, you're fine. Big portal guy right now.
Huge ground.
Pretty easy, bro.
Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Brennan with Trail4Runner.com. Today we're doing a super quick rig walk around of our 2023 SR5 Premium on 74 weld portals and a whole bunch of other stuff. So first, let's get into the portals. They're by 74 weld. I don't have a whole bunch of other things going on outside of the portals in terms of suspension, but we do have the Dirt King 2.5 coilovers, brand new with remote reservoirs. Those things have just been put through the test for like, what, 3-4 days of wheeling, super tight technical trails, some overland stuff. Those things are crazy plush. Those have been great. With their Heim uppers. Also on the suspension, the reason why we're clearing these 37-inch Yokohama MTs, these Geolander G003s, is the JD Fab lower arm pivot kit. So that pushes your wheel forward an entire inch to clear the fender well. So for the fender well right now, we've done a slight body mount chop, still need to plate that, trimmed up the fender flares, trimmed up the sheet metal on the fenders, and we're still rubbing a little bit right there, but not much. That JD Fab pivot kit allows you to put some spacers, some pucks right behind the lower control arm so you can push the entire lower control arm forward an inch. It's definitely not a bolt-in kit. You got to cut everything off and weld in this new kit. So it's a super labor intensive kit, but it's worth it at the end of the day. If you want to run 37s and clear 37s in the front, dude, this is how you do it. This is all I've had to clear on my fender flares, the fenders, and you can see the firewalls, like, we didn't even beat it back. We just beat back the pinch seam. So it's been stout, for sure. I'm super surprised it clears everything. For armor, we're keeping it pretty stout with the Backwoods Adventure Mods Overland Highlight with the pre-runner hoops. Super lightweight bumper. So the cool thing about this bumper is this is an aluminum shell on the outside, and then there's a steel cradle on the inside that your winch bolts up to. Speaking of winch components, we have Agency 6 winch shackle, Agency 6 winch fairing. So this bumper just keeps everything super light. It's an aluminum shell, so it's crazy light, but obviously the winch cradle is steel to make sure you're winching from a steel point. So pretty self-explanatory there. The whole concept of this build is to be as super lightweight as possible. We also have the Backwoods Adventure Mods rock sliders, flat sliders. Got those so I could step up in those because the truck sits up super high. It's at 5 PSI right now. It's sitting pretty low, but I mean, I'm kind of a short dude, 5'9". So you can see how much I got to jump in there. I mean, this thing is crazy high with the portals, and it's sitting at 5 PSI. So imagine this thing sitting at like 36, 37 PSI. It sits up there pretty high. My favorite part of every single build that I put together are the KC lights. So on the front, we have the Flexera 3s and the FE1s. We're running backlights on the FE1s and the FE3s. So these are the Flexera 1s. Those are the Flexera 3s. Both of them running the backlights right now. And you can see this Flexera 1 has just like a beautiful halo ring when it's all lit up with its backlight. On the ditch lights, we have the Flexera 4s. Those are also running the backlights right now with gold bezels. You can swap out those bezels, whatever color you want. And then the show pony on this truck right now is the KC Gravity Titan Pro 6. So the Pro 6 is like the most classic KC light bar you can ever get. But they just upped their game with this dust light and a backlight. So it's a backlight, but it's technically a dust light because it throws output. Conrad, you want to get some output on that tree. You can see it throws actual quality output. It's not just a beauty light, not just a backlight. The thing is so sick. That is by far the coolest light bar I've ever seen, not just because I work with KC, but obviously look at it. That shit is hot. Then we have KC wire hiders going down to hide all the wires. I have wires hiding scene lights all the way around on the roof rack. KC Cyclone scene lights. So let me turn those on real quick. And then Agency 6 grab handles all the way around. KC rock lights, KC scene lights, pretty much the whole gig. Go Fast Camper super light up top. Wired in all these lights, in addition to some coilover lights. So if you guys have never seen coilover lights, some might think it's a gimmick. I love coilover lights. I have every rock light on magnets, so I just throw those right there. Same thing with the actual rock light on the outside. Made a custom bracket. That guy goes there. Has a perfect rock light beam pattern. And then the coilover lights, you know, let you brag at car meets when it's dark. So coilover lights are dope. Everything KC is pretty sick. Those coilover lights and everything from the A-pillar back is like a knockoff Amazon $10 rock light. So super cheap, but they have pretty good output. Then let's look at the full power from the front. So for the switch, I'm running an RCR Force 12 mounted on a new switch panel from Minwin. This guy who 3D prints a bunch of stuff. Here, I'll turn some of those on. We'll just light everything up right now. Truck is filthy, obviously. So full power on the Pro 6. That should be the FE3s. Should be ditch lights. And that's something else, I don't know. Crazy, dude. Insane output. Lighting is probably one of my favorite things to get creative with when I'm putting a build together. So KC just has a ton of options that lets you kind of play with different sizes, bezels, lens options. I mean, tons of lighting companies do. Baja, KC, Heretic, you name it. They all have different options, but obviously a ride or die KC boy. So that's all the KC lighting. That's the suspension, that's the armor, wheels, KMC Impact beadlocks, plus 25 to clear the portal axle. So you gotta run a huge positive offset on these portals so the wheel hugs the actual portal box, because the portal box is so big you want the wheel to hug in. So you gotta have a huge positive offset. So plus 25. In the back, the drawer system, retrofitted an AJC gear plate system from a cargo slide to a non-cargo slide, put that in there, and then a few L-track systems all the way around. So pretty simple gear plate setup. I love these gear plates. It lets me stack my 4Runner boxes. So I just throw this guy up there, that guy up there, and then perfect bungees all the way down for everything. Fridge, PLB 40 running off the 12 volt DC to the fridge. That powers everything. So you're not running any of that power off your truck. And then just whatever else you have, and just perfect bungee all that shit down. Miso Customs rear hatch lights. These things have two features right here. They go white, or where is it, bro? Where are you?
Gotta hit the middle button.
Oh yeah, there it is. Boom. Don't even know how to use my own truck.
That's right.
Thanks, dog. I'll be lost without you, Conrad. All right, guys, I totally forgot. Let me show you something. This shit is crazy. Okay, this is probably my favorite model on the truck, next to the 74 well portals. Magnuson supercharger, pushing out some ponies, bro. It's the only mod I use every single day on the road. I don't know why I haven't done this to multiple Toyotas. This shit changes the game, especially on 37s. Pushing that much weight around and the portals. If you have portal weight on every corner, 37 weight on every corner, I mean, you have to supercharge this shit. You have to. Or else it's just a pig. The Toyota's already pigs. So anyway, that's a walk around. That's the 2023 SR5 Premium. I want to do a super quick walk around because they always change. So that's it. This is like version 1 of the build right now that I'm somewhat happy with. And a Go Fast Superlight. It's not popped right now. But I have so many other mods to do this truck. Kind of just getting started, kind of figuring out what works. But yeah, like, subscribe, obviously drop a comment. Let me know if you guys have any questions on the build. I'll do my best to get back to you. But until next time, I'll see you guys on the trail or on a crazy water crossing.